Well, hey, everybody. I'm so excited to be sharing the launch of the new hub strategy that Vanessa and I have for the Dream Team. It's something I've been thinking about for a while and carrying in my heart that I think is going to really, I believe, is really going to help our team to exponentially grow and to create an even bigger network for everybody to be able to benefit from. And so I'm really encouraging you to take a listen to this. This is not for everybody. This is not a have to. This is a suggestion. I want to build this organically with keeping our culture at the center of everything that we do. And that would be the area that I'm really, that I will lead with, and making sure that wherever people send people, they're getting the same experience with a touch of whoever the person hosting is thrown in on that. But for there to be trust and confidence that they're not receiving something completely different than what they're expecting. And so I'm excited to share this hub strategy all across Australia, New Zealand, Asia, Canada, America, and other parts of the world as the Dream Team grows the network that we're in. And that's what I love about this. Because if you're connected to the Dream Team and you have a connection in America, we can help you with that. If you have a connection in Asia somewhere, we can help you with that. And then as you travel and meet new people, we can help to connect those new contacts that you have and then their teams that they're wanting to build. That's why we're wanting to build this. It will just be the Dream Team because as we understand, this will be a cross promotion within our own team of what I call sowing and reaping, sharing here, swings and roundabouts as we build this together, which I'm excited to share and will make more sense in a moment. But just working within our dream team so we can keep our culture strong and healthy and collaborative. And then we have mutual benefit within our own team to be able to build this together. So I'm about to go through, this is the first that anyone's seeing this, and about this strategy and what I believe can be absolutely phenomenal for our growth, which is exciting. So here we go. The Dream Team Hub strategy, scaling global growth through local leadership. And so the Dream Team Hub strategy is a powerful vision to grow our Lifeway business by creating local hubs across Australia, New Zealand, Canada, the USA, and globally. Each hub becomes a place where leaders and their teams run consistent presentations, build strong communities, and expand the Dream Team through unity and collaboration. I love that. Even if attendees are from other dream teams, each hub becomes a place of mutual benefit through a cross promotion model. So, what's the goal? A local or global local alliance where leaders help each other grow and presentations drive volume for all. So, hey, if you live on the Gold Coast like we do, yet you've got somebody in Melbourne, but you can't get there and do a presentation for them. Do you know what? They're not necessarily building presentations unless they're ready for that, unless they've been equipped and trained for that, have the confidence for that. You're losing momentum because we can do online presentations, which are amazing, and we continue to do those. They reach globally. But in-person presentations and building community locally is what I believe this really needs. When we do in-person presentations, it's like 80 to 100% of return on investment of people actually signing up. And so we're, after being around doing this, especially the last couple of months, realizing again how important in-person events are. And they could be in someone's home to having a rented facility like what we have at the Southport Yacht Club. So, and everything in between. So that's what's exciting about this. This can happen from a very organic local level to then building it, in a rented facility, because we have more and more people bringing their people and their teams along. So you might be on the Gold Coast, but sending someone to Melbourne that's not in your team, not even in your crossover team, but they're a part of the dream team, which means if they're putting on a presentation and they're allowing you to send your people, then when you start a presentation, or maybe one of your uplines is starting a presentation, they can send their people to that on the Gold Coast or the Sunshine Coast or somewhere else. And we could have multiple hubs, even in one suburb, let alone one city or region. So this is not like I own the Gold Coast or I own Main Beach or I own, Glenelg. We could have 5 in Main Beach. We could have 5 in Glenelg, because like when I think about the Gold Coast, it's 650,000 people right now. So even if we had 10,000 brand partners, which we don't have anywhere close to that, I think there's only 15,000 brand partners in Australia. If we had 10 like 10 hubs, even in the Gold Coast or even in Main Beach is 5 or 10,000 people. We're still not scratching the surface. And so wouldn't it be good on the Gold Coast if we had 10 presentations happening a week where you could be sending people to, as soon as you meet them, you go, hey, tomorrow night, you look on the directory that we're going to create. This will take a good month or so to really have all of it up and running, maybe even longer, but we'll be doing this organically leading up to, that you could send people to, that then they can send to you. So it's that cross promotion where everybody benefits. I love that idea. And I think as I've started to speak to people about this, people are really excited. So you might have one on the Sunshine Coast in a certain area, but there might be 10 other hubs on the Sunshine Coast. And then you collaborate together when you can, and you build yours and let people know that they could send people to it, and we all benefit. So what's the goal of the hub model? It's to build hubs in key regions and suburbs and so on to reach hundreds to thousands of new prospects monthly. So all of this is about building momentum, creating more action, creating more volume, which again, if these people are on your side of the team, is going to benefit you anyway. So whether they're from your team or not, as this cross promotion happens all across Australia, New Zealand, and the world, you're going to benefit. It's the whole swings and roundabouts idea. It's about supporting leaders to grow their own teams while contributing to a broader network, creating consistent presentations that generate belief sales and team growth, and unite teams across lines for shared events and exponential expansion. We need to see more activity. We would like to see more growth in these areas, and I think this is what's going to help. So how do hubs operate? It's a really good question. Firstly, regular presentations. Each hub holds a minimum of 2 monthly in-person events focused on the X39 technology. So what I'd be asking for each hub leader, hub host to commit to is 1 in the evening per month, 1 midday or morning event in a house, cafe, or rented space. So again, a house, cafe, rented space, community hall, whatever is working at the time for you. If you're just starting with 3 or 5 people, start in a home. As that grows and other teams maybe come together, you could even be like us on the Gold Coast and multiple hubs happening, but they all come together maybe once a month for one big event. You could look at all of that. That's what's exciting about this. But it's 2 presentations per month that you're committed to making sure is happening within your hub. Then community building. This includes informal gatherings like a social event. And I'm saying every 6 weeks. Now, you may want to do this once a week. You may want to do this once a month. I'm just saying every 6 weeks, like we were doing on the Gold Coast, that I'd like to bring back is having drinks at the Southport Yacht Club for all of our teams as part of the Dream Team to come together and just get to know each other. And do you know what sparked this a little bit? Well, gave me confirmation, because I was already doing this, thinking about this before the Fast Track Retreat, was seeing how people connecting at the Fast Track Retreat, becoming friends, and then some of our other team leaders, and especially those that were in the first Fast Track Retreat, then joining us for the second Fast Track Retreat event at nighttime when we go out for dinner and hang out, that they'd come and they'd want to get to know everyone as well. I love that. Community is so important. It's a crucial part of what Vanessa and I desire for the Dream Team. So trainings, you'd come together for trainings that we would work with the hub leaders to do certain trainings for their hubs to help people to keep growing in this, and public facing events such as market stalls or regional festivals, things that are coming up, things that they want to do. Could be pop-ups for a week or so or for a month. They could be helping to lead that. And then cross-team collaboration. Hubs are inclusive. Members from different lines collaborate and grow together. Whoever invites a guest retains the enrollment, of course. So you're working, collaborating with the other hub leaders and people in those hubs. Again, not everybody is going to be a hub leader. There'll be certain people that feel led to step into these roles, and working with Vanessa and I to create more space for other people to be able to send people to. But you may be involved sending people for the next 6 months, being involved in a hub, and then decide, I want to run one. Great. And then global exchange. This is what I think is powerful. Leaders can refer prospects to any hub worldwide for presentation support and receive the sign up. So this network multiplies reach. So I just sat down a couple of days ago with one of our team members and her husband from New Zealand, and I love hearing their stories. And we had her, two line up. Sue Dux was there with us. We couldn't have Linda because she was in New Zealand, but just great to see, even personally, as you get to know more people and as you build, part of the blessing of this business is your network grows and you meet fabulous people. That's what this is all about. So what's the opportunity? For you to be a hub host, you must be a manager rank or above. So we need people that have already found their four, become a manager, understand how this works. There's got to be some credibility for those that are leading this. Committed to the Dream Team Tuesday nights. So you're in walkers or runners. You're part of the Dream Team. It's not like you're part of the Dream Team, but you're doing your own thing. And again, you can do your own presentations on top of this where you don't need to invite anyone if that's what you want to do at times. But to open up something that you do invite others, it creates ambience and a better vibe and a better what's the word, environment and like you, the more people that you have there and the more exciting it is, the more it's going to be exciting for people to bring people and also for people to sign up. So, but you've got to be part of the Dream Team Tuesday nights so that I know you're one of our committed leaders, because culture is everything for us. And you know why culture is everything is because I don't want to let people down on my team when they turn up to a presentation and they've seen how we do it and then it's completely different to what they're expecting. So we want to have that with, again, the hub's nuance, hub leaders nuance and flavor, but knowing it's not going to be like left of field or right of field of what they're expecting. We do want to have consistency. It's really important with this. They would be hosting events, creating community, and developing leaders with us as we bring training to them that they can offer to others. Collaborative and aligned to the Dream Team culture, sorry, spelling mistake, and access exclusive leadership coaching and resources. And so this would become a hub team that Vanessa and I really give some coaching to, some connection to, some leadership to, just like what we do with Fast Track Retreat. We will bring that at another level for those who want to put their hand up to be a part of this. So hub roles and teams. So we want you to build a team around this. So the hub leader responsible for all of the above, then the event coordinator, people that can step into the logistics and setup to help the hub host. Guest concierge, so they're the people that welcome people as they come, make sure that they're getting patched when they arrive. Presentation assistant, so they support and share with the presentation, and really someone that's probably being trained up to start a hub themselves. And remember, this isn't competition. I don't want that around how we do things here. We all benefit as we build this hub network, this Dream Team network together. Social media lead. And just remember, if you have 100, 200 people turning up, how are you going to look after that? You're going to have a presentation on every night, which you don't have time for. And we want you to keep building your business. That's why the expansion of this and the multiplication of this is so important. Person who supports and shares with presentations. Social media lead, promoting and managing visibility. So you could start your own little mini social media platforms around this, like it could be, Dream Team Main Beach, Dream Team Glenelg, whatever it is that you're then building your community and everything through. So how to apply to complete a short application that I'll be sending to you all soon. And pretty much what it will be is you potentially sending to info@hoysglobal.com to say, I'm interested, and we'll probably send you an application form. So that then you can read through all of that. I might do a separate quick Zoom on that as well, what that'll look like. Participate in a review with us and an onboarding call to make sure you're the right fit for this, that you're, we don't want this to be a distraction for your business. We want this to actually be momentum for your business, and receive a Hub starter kit and launch support. So we'll be offering that for those who apply and are approved. Leader commitments. Submit a 3-month plan. So we're going to ask you, if you choose to do this, we want a 3-month plan for you. We're going to help guide you with that, but a 3-month plan of how you see fit to do this, so that we can then track that out with you over those 3 months. And then, of course, then the next 3 months and the next 3 months as we go along. Report monthly stats to Vanessa and I so we know how it's going. And then we can report to our greater dream team how the hubs are going, which will be exciting. Host 2 consistent presentations per month. So again, one at night, one during the day or so. And again, maybe that month you're a bit busy. You're like 2IC as the hub host could then do the one that you can't do, or someone on your team. So, and you'll be having other presenters throughout as they get confident, helping you to do a presentation when you're doing this per month. Collaborating cross hub and dream team growth. So that'll be exciting when I get the hub leaders together and they share what's working, what's not, what's growing, and what's been great for them. Create and maintain a local team culture. So really watching that the dream team culture that we have of respect with one another and not competitive and all of those things, and the things that we've talked about being an abundance mindset, not a scarcity mindset, I think is going to be exciting to have that collaboration and that unity, and attending monthly hub leader calls, which will be super important as we work that out, or looking to the replay afterwards. If it's something, of course, things come up. We're not, but we want people committed to this. So, and probably that will be after a Tuesday night, after a presentation, so around 7:30, 8 o'clock from memory, when we'd be having that Brisbane time, so that it's connected to what we're doing on Tuesdays. Presentation formula. So again, and we'll be giving you training on this and a whole kit around this, but welcome guests, make sure everyone's patched. That is a huge part of a presentation. Everyone needs to be patched, because here's what happens. There's usually at least one person that gets a result in that 30 to 40 minutes presentation. So afterwards you could be like, hey, has anyone felt any difference? And if someone goes, wow, my pain's gone, do you know the belief that goes through the room for everybody else who isn't patching yet? They're going to be signing up. Personal testimony, whoever's leading that part shares their quick personal testimony and story around the X39. Then you talk about the product. And again, remember, facts tell, but feelings sell. As we're sharing all of this, we're connecting with people around the power of what this is. Live testimonies, they're amazing. And we have a whole structure for this. And again, you'll work with the nuance of this for you. We don't want clinical, everyone exactly robotic the same. It's more about the trust that we're building as a culture. Light biz opportunity mentioned. So we talk about that. Vanessa and I would have created an updated video around the business opportunity that you can send to anyone that are interested as they're signing up, so that they can do that on their own and see that call to action and event invite. So, hey, sign up now. Here's your sign up sheet. Let's get this done. And here's the next event that you can start bringing people to as a brand partner, and start, financing your patches, and then go into question and answer. So we will always say at the front, at the beginning, no questions till the end, please, so we can fulfill the presentation. So there's a succinct way that we do this, and you also honor people's time who may not want to stay around for the question and answers. Then you open up Q&A for 10 to 20 minutes and really guide that. Again, we will train you with that. So best practices for hubs. Thank you for staying with me. I'm trying to do this as fast as possible, but keep events consistent and promote them well. Focus on storytelling, connection, and education. Again, we train you for all this. Rotate presenters and establish your core leadership team. Now, you might be the only one for a while until people get confident, but you might just give them snippets of the presentation and really practice that with them, so there's a great flow. We want flow in all of this. Collaborate with nearby hubs. So even if you're like in Main Beach where we live, and let's say there's 3 hubs in Main Beach, they'd be collaborating with each other on this. Then just so you know, Vanessa and I probably won't be leading a hub, because we're going to be bouncing. This is where our commitment's going to be, to being in presentations with people as we can. We're going to be committed to the hubs so that we can drop in. We can help, on the day, or just watch what you do and get excited for what you're building, and just lend our strength to what you're doing. And then what we'll be doing is just going through and around those hubs, which is exciting. Track growth and celebrate wins. And wouldn't that be cool on the hub call? And then a report we might give you every month or every quarter on the hubs to our greater team, what's happening and all the wins, which is exciting. For presentation setup, our suggestion is, so don't think, again, they are pretty low cost, but like a pull-up stand. Oh, maybe you're borrowing that from another hub if they're not using it that night, so that you have the LifeWave X39 and all the details, which we have all the resources to be able to send you to go and to order with a printing company yourself. Sign up sheets printed with pens is really important. Small Bluetooth speaker, so you got music when you're coming in. Patches for potential brand partners. Again, this is incredibly important to make sure that guests get patched as soon as they come in. Always say they're non-transdermal, there's no chemicals, nothing going into your body. It's just breaking the ice so they know what they're putting on themselves. And then what we do expect is, I love generous people. And if you know people, be generous, but we don't expect you to patch someone and have to pay for that. You can find out who their brand partner is, and then that brand partner can transfer the money across to you afterwards of what that patch would cost, which is like $6 or $7, whatever it is, $5, $6, $7. Then they will do that. That's part of the deal. And then brochures on X39, so that you've got extra brochures if you like, or a QR code, which Vanessa and I are going to develop, of that brochure, where people can do that with their phone, and then it comes up on their phone so they can read through that brochure. So suggestions for atmosphere, that was the word I was trying to think of before, atmosphere, and hospitality. Encourage each brand partner to buy their guest a drink. Tell them to be generous. Think abundance. And I'm telling you, if you're at like where we are at if you're an RSL club or at the yacht club or something, buy their first alcoholic drink or coffee or whatever they drink, soda. Be generous. If you can't be there, then transfer the money ahead of time to your to your guest, so they've already got the money to buy themselves a drink. If they're, you live in Melbourne and they're coming to a Gold Coast event, you could transfer it ahead of time. And you know what it also does? It sort of obligates them to turn up once you've transferred the money to them. Because it's like, hey, they just gave me $10. I should probably go to this thing. So just a good little tip there. Provide, if it's at a home or so on, provide snacks and beverages if hosting at a home. And again, if you're sending people, just offer to pay $10 or $20 if you want to, and see what the host says all about that. We don't want this to cost one person. This is a collaborative effort. If you're using a hired event, attending BPs, brand partners, split the cost with the hub host. So the yacht club is like $250. Then we look for usually 5 people to chip in to pay the bill for that. So it's not on just one person. Training on this will be provided. So impact and growth. Local leadership equals stronger duplication. So we're breaking, as our team gets bigger, breaking it down so that we become smaller communities, a part of the bigger community. More events equals more enrollments. So it actually means more growth, friend. It means more momentum. It means more money. It means more people getting impact. It means more of chipping away at that 1 billion homes that we're all a part of, with Dr. Schmidt getting this into. Cross-hub referrals means wider reach. So as you send someone to somebody else, and of course you're going to sign them up, they're just at the presentation, but now you can send people to places in America and Canada and UK and Asia and New Zealand. And as we have more markets open up, we'll tell you which ones you can start sending people to. And then collaboration over competition. This is long-term success building together. Again, you don't have to be a part of this. This is totally up to you. This is up to you to want to be a part of, and you don't have to be a leader. You don't have to be a hub host with this either. We will train up. We will develop others to keep growing these. And if you've just started, just benefit from this until you've understood it, and then maybe go, hey, I'd love to do something like this. So I want that understood. Then let's build together. The Dream Team Hub model is designed to unlock unity, scale, and create local and global momentum. It fosters a culture of collaboration where everybody wins. As a hub leader, you multiply your impact, position yourself for growth, and contribute to something global. If you're ready to step into leadership and expand your influence, serve others, then we look forward to your application. info@hoysglobal.com. info@hoysglobal.com. So this is what I think. One team, one dream, many hubs, global reach. Let's do this. On our own, we can do so much, but together, we could patch the world. Who knows, as the Dream Team community. And our team is, if not the fastest growing in Australia, is one of the fastest, top 3 fastest growing teams in Australia. And then we want to be seeing that in New Zealand, which is the fastest growing in New Zealand at the moment, which is fantastic. We want to see it we want to challenge the Americans for growth. We would be probably one of the fastest growing in Canada at the moment, and then really hitting UK and Asia and so on. This is what we get to be a part of. So, hey, if you want to do it on your own, it's your business. Go for it. But if you want to do this collaboratively and be a part of a massive network that is growing that you can send people to because you're a part of a bigger picture, then we'd love you to be a part of it or become a hub host. Now, to be a part of this, you're just a part of it and you're just growing, but be generous and have an abundance mindset. If you can be a hub host, people that can take or become a part of a hub team to take this to the next level, build community, where having a tough day, you're calling someone in your Dream Team community that's local, or victories and so on, helping each other out. How cool would that be? And you might go, well, I don't really have anyone around me at the moment. Well, maybe it's your turn to step up and start. And maybe you become a pioneer in this. So, hey, we look forward to hearing more. I'm going to be looking at doing Tuesday night after the presentation, this Tuesday night, an open Zoom around this. So we're going to get this out. This is Friday today, so hopefully I'll get it out by tonight, if not early Saturday. Couple of days listening through it. I might send you another Zoom on how to apply and everything. Just gives you a quick idea. But this is the launch for what we want to see organically grow together as we collaborate and look at what we can do as a dream team. So, hey guys, let me just stop sharing. I don't know if you've been able to see my face or not, but we're excited and we're excited with you to build something fantastic. So there it is. Think about it and let's do this together.